Hi there. In this session we're going to discuss viewing test results after our students have completed those online assessments and viewing prescriptions in Think Central. So we've logged into Think Central and we need to click on our assignments tab up here or down in this area here, and that will take us to assignments. And here I'm viewing my class results of assignments, and actually just their status. So I can see that of my students that were assigned animated models, no one has started that assignment. I have 3 chapter tests, and it looks like 1 out of 1 student have completed them. I have a diagnostic assessment, which really is just a print test that the student would print out, and they haven't started that yet. But I can view these results. So let's go ahead and view our results and prescriptions for our Chapter 1 test. And I can see that I have 1 student, which is all I had actually made that assignment for. I have 1 student that has completed that test. If I were to click on this 62% here, it would actually open up that test so I could see what this student got right and wrong. I also have the option of managing scores, which means I could go in there and actually throw out some of the questions if I didn't think they were fair for this particular student, or if I just didn't want to count those against him or for him on that, I could manage those. Enter scores is if there were any open-ended questions that I needed to go in and score them myself. But at this point in time, we just want to make sure we've selected the student name, and we click on View and Assign Prescriptions. And now I'm viewing the student results for that particular test, and I can see that we have some reteaches that are available here. If I click View Resource, it will open up that specific page in the student edition. I could schedule this into my e-planner, but I could also just make it an assignment for that student. And here you can see when I clicked on Assign, it simply put that assignment in there for me automatically. I would want to give it an appropriate name and appropriate instructions. I don't need to select a resource type because it's already in here. If I click on this, it will open it up for me. I have to tell it which class, which subject, and it already knew that I wanted this 1 student in there. If I had more students that I wanted to go ahead and put in that assignment, I could sure do that as well. And then all I have to do at this point in time is click Save, and it automatically made that assignment for me. Let's talk now about Soar to Success assignments. As you know, in your teacher edition of Go Math, it does give you specific Soar to Success codes that you can use mainly for intervention of your students. So going back to this assignment page you see here, if we click on Soar to Success assignments right here, it will actually take us over to a Soar to Success website. And don't panic, when it opens this up, it'll say no classes found the first time. So when you go ahead and click on Add Class, it will list the classes that are possible for you. You simply select that class that you want to add and say Save. And now you have that class added. When I click on the name of that class now, I simply have to choose what student or students I want in that class. Move Toby, in this case, over to that class roster. And now I have him enrolled in my Soar to Success class. At this point, all I have to do is click on Toby's name. And you'll see that I have an option to add assignments from a code or from a particular list. Normally you'll select from a code because you're provided those codes in your teacher edition anyway. This window pops up, I type in the code that was listed in my teacher edition, and I say Save, and Toby will now have that assignment when he logs in. Whoops, it looks like I entered a code that isn't a good code, but you'll have the good codes from your teacher